I don't think so. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, and we are on lesson 3, understanding addition of integers. Your learning objectives, you have 3 of them. 1, students understand addition of integers as putting together or counting up. For negative numbers, counting up is actually counting down. 2, students use arrows to show the sum of 2 integers, p plus q, on a number line, and to show that the sum is the distance of the absolute value of q from p. To the right if q is the positive, to the left if q is the negative. Students refer back to the integer game to reinforce their understanding of addition. Now we are on the front cover of our page, and you see that it says exercise 1, addition using the integer game. We're not going to actually play the integer game. However, we can look at this and talk it through. So example 1, it says counting on to express the sum as absolute value on the number line. So if we were playing the game, it would be you pick up a card and that card says 2. You pick up another card, that card says 4. We know that 2 plus 4 equals 6. On the number line, we know how to draw it because we start at 0, hop over 2, and then hop over 6 more. Hop over 4 more, and we will land at 6. However, if we pick up a card and we pick up 2 and we pick up -4, we know that we start at 0 and we hop over to the right 2 times, but a -4 means we will hop over to the left 4 times and we will end on -2. Any questions with just that? All right. So then it asks you some questions down at the bottom. Counting up -4 is the same as the opposite of counting up, and also means counting down 4. So let's look at A. It says, and this is exercise 1. So I will write on the board. Exercise 1A. It says, for each example above, what is the distance between 2 and the sum? What is the distance? For each of those examples, the sum is
0.
no. What is the distance between the 2? The distance between 2 and the sum. We know that the sum is what? 6. So what's the distance between that? 4. Thank you. So the answer will be 4. 4 units. Please label them. B. Does the sum lie to the right or left of 2 on a horizontal number line? Does it lie on the right or does it lie on the left?
The left.
So if we're talking about a horizontal line, and I'm just gonna write it. So if it's a horizontal line, on the first model, the sum lies on the right or left? Right. So we're talking about the first model. It's not negative, right? So it's the right. On the second model, this is on the first one. On the second one, however, it lies on the right, because the answer is what? -2. Does everybody see that? Let's look at C. C says, given the expression 54, and I'm going to write it, plus 81, determine without finding the sum, the distance between 54 and the sum. What is the distance between the 2? How many units would the distance be? When I was trying to figure this out, 54 and the sum. 54 plus this gives us this. They want to know the distance between here and here.
135.
Let's look at it again. I'm not asking you guys trick questions, okay? They want to know The distance between 54 and the answer. You guys, it's not a trick question. It's 81. It's right here. They want to know the distance. If the answer, 54 plus this distance will give us this. They said, what is the distance between 54 and the answer? 81. It's not a trick question. Don't get confused. I don't try to trick y'all. I promise you I don't.
The first day of school you did.
So don't get that confused. They ask specific questions. Nothing tricky. All right, let's move on to D. D says, is the sum to the right or left of 54 on the horizontal number line? Is the answer on the right or the left? Right, thank you. So it's on the right. Right of 54 on the horizontal line. On the vertical line, though, it's also on the right. Why is it on the right? Because it's not what? Right, because it's not negative. E. Given the expression 14 plus a negative 3, determine without finding the sum the distance between 14 and the sum. What is the distance? Somebody tell me the distance. Jerry? Not negative 3, but 3. Thank you. You're only just moving 3 spaces. That's it. Some of y'all were finna give me something real crazy, and it's the same question. Same question. Let's look at F. F says, is the sum to the right or left of 14 on the number line?
Left.
It is on the left. Why?
Because it's lower than 14.
And it's also negative, because we're going to go negative. Okay. Any questions with that? All right, let's move on to exercise 2. If there are no questions, let's look at A. It says, work with a partner, I am your partner, and create a horizontal number line model to represent this. So, negative 5 plus 3 equals. All right, you're going to use your number lines to draw the arrows to show which way they go. And circle the answer. What is the answer? Negative 2 is correct. But on that number line, please draw the arrows to which way you start and then which way you subtract or add. Let's look at this one. We start at 0, we move negative 6. Draw the arrow to negative 6. Then we move again, negative 2. Where do we land? Negative 8, yes. All right, we start at 0. We move 7 times. Then we move to the left 8 times. Where do we land? Negative 1. Any questions? Please say so now if this was a little difficult. Yes, Danny, what part we didn't understand? All right, so if I drew a number line here, I start at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna go to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is negative 8. I'm gonna start at 7. Well, I'm gonna start at 0, and I'm gonna go over till I get to 7, right there. That says 7, so that's positive 7. But then it says go back 8, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it lands me at a negative 1. Okay? So use the number line to help you. Alright, so let's look at example 3 and do that with all of them. Okay? That number line is your friend. Let's look at example 3. It says, write an equation and using the number line, create an arrow diagram given the following information. The sum of 6 and the number of 15, and the number is 15 units to the left of 6 on the number line. What equation am I writing?
6.
Okay.
6 plus negative 15.
Yes. Equals. You have to create it, put your equation in that box, and then use the number line to show how that looks. And if I need to draw the number line so that you can see it, I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Please make sure we're looking. So I'm going to start at 0, and it tells me to move right 6. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm done.
Then it says move back. That negative means to move back 15 spots. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I end up right here at the negative 9. So my answer is negative 9. Any questions?
Today's the 21st,
If there are no questions, you guys have an extra ticket. Those of you who are at home, your extra ticket looks like so. Please answer it on the Google Doc sheet that is provided. Also, you also have the problem set, and the problem set is front and back. Please answer on the Google Docs that is provided, and I will see you all on tomorrow.